let's be real, nobody likes bomb on Aquarius either. So,
I mean,
yeah,
I think it's
for the
pretty.
most part.
I think it's pretty mixy. Like I like it because it's mixy. I don't like the game mode, but I think like I think it's just a mixy map and mode, and we're getting into it on the side of Halo Top or no Gooba. Sorry, my eyes deceived me. But super excited to get into this one. Hopefully YCP can bounce back from that 3-1 defeat from UNA. And you know, trades are pretty even so far, trading blows for blows, and it looks like Oklahoma's gonna get some hill time here.
I'm just waiting for Kish to just unmute himself and go Sooners for every like map win that Oklahoma has, but we'll see what happens, you know. But yeah, Oklahoma off to an early start, getting a quarter of hill time. I don't think anybody were able to get camo as far as I can tell just yet. We're gonna find out here in just a second, as we do have Oklahoma spawning over on that turbine side, but YCP once again kind of on the back foot. We do have Nazcast with snipe in hand. Misses one. Can he line up the second one? No, he can't. And it looks like, I can't believe I'm going to say this, Sparkle Spark is going to win the 1v1. What are these names, kid? What are these names?
Hey, we got to put some respect on Sparkle Sparks. He's very passionate about the scene. A person that was very dedicated in getting better at the tail end of last year. So super excited. A lot of passion from these two squads. Definitely no truth to any of them. They're very active in the AIDS lobbies. Like, can we look at Frash here? He's 4-3, kind of leading the way for playing for the YCP Spartans, and YCP gonna get some good time here. Kind of letting Halo Top contest this for free.
You just had a jinx Frash there, didn't you, Burrito?
Yeah,
like, as soon as you call him out, he dies like 2 seconds later. But you're right. For YCP, Frash is doing what he can to try to give them some kind of an advantage. But on the flip side of that, Prisma is also doing the same thing for Oklahoma. So we're going to see if YCP are going to be able to bounce back from that early hill loss. It doesn't seem like King of the Hill is a map they're confident with. But as soon as I say that, to immediately go down for Oklahoma and make that 3, as Halo Top 7 is the only one left. And I don't think he wants a piece of this, as YCP is going to get some nice hill time. They have the setup to be able to hold this. But here we go. Halo Top 7 got that nice little flank. My screen froze. Uh-oh.
We're looking like we're having a crash here happen, you know, kind of not surprised. Poor Kish.
Try Halo 5. It's quite nuts. But we're going back into the game, Burrito. So we're going to have to table that for now, as it looks like things are going to be a little wonky, but I believe we're on the 3rd or 4th hill.
We got the 4th hill.
It's 2-1. So yeah, 2-1. We can't quite see the scoreboard on the bottom, unfortunately, but we have been told by Kish that it's 2-1 in favor of who? Oklahoma or what? In favor of YCP. So YCP is in the lead, Burrito.
Yeah, and it's kind of surprising looking at the displays here. I mean, Prisma is sitting at 12-9, but you do have Tribe sitting at 4-8, so you can see a little bit of discrepancy there. And there's a camo sitting back tower, so you're gonna have to deal with this guy before they can solidify the hill. And that's gonna get revealed, but he's getting help from his teammates, which is huge. A 2v1 here for the side of YCP, and YCP is gonna come out of there alive. And camo still rolling. I mean, I swear that change has made camo last forever.
Woo! And Nazca is winning a nice 1v1 duel against Prisma. It is going to slow down this push from Oklahoma to that bottom mud hill. And it looks like YCP is going to take another one, which means we are 3-1 in favor of YCP. So Oklahoma are going to have to win this, arguably, in my opinion, Burrito, the most difficult hill to take on this map.
Yeah, this top mid hill is super mixy, especially with spawns being on both sides and there being little to no cover from either side. So it's definitely a really big disadvantage if you are losing the slave department. So you really want to have this tower control here, which is super important. I mean, you have the tower and you have the snipe. You're looking pretty good. Misses the repulse by a little bit. Lock in Sparkles. But he's going to have this tower control with the sniper. You're going to be able to look over Halo Top. Gets a snipe going. Misses the second shot, has to reload, gives up his teammate for a second. Hopefully he's going to need to hit another shot with this snipe, and he hits it! getting on the killing spree, hopefully trying to get one more, gets another, maybe trying to get this third, but I think Caminator's going to relax and wait for his team to spawn up here.
Tell you what, Sparkle Spart really loves this tower. I can't believe that I had to say Sparkle Spart every once in a while watching these guys, but you know what? I'm all here for it. But Frash taking down 2, it does mean that Sparkle Spart is unfortunately going to have to watch his team fall all around him as he eventually gets collapsed upon and sent flying towards the lake that's sitting in the back of this map. And Frash really coming in clutch for this for the YCP squad right now, but what's not to be overlooked is Gooba with a 13 assist either, putting out that damage for his team, putting them in these advantageous positions. And oh my goodness, Nazcast is going to get away with highway robbery if he can stay alive with his camo burrito.
Yeah, and it's going to look like it. And Cam has been soaking this hill for the whole time, and they're going to get it. They're going to close out map 1 with a 4-1 victory. So definitely a big bounce back from, you know, that series loss against UNA. So if you're YCP, I think you're sitting in a good spot.
So far today, and I know we've only seen one other series prior to this. This is a doubleheader stream after all, but it does to me look like I think Nazcast and the squad just really favor Slayer Streets.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably been one of the most consistent, you know, maps since competitive Halo Infinite has started. So definitely one that Naz has become accustomed to playing in the open bracket of, you know, multiple tournaments. And Goop starts off with a triple kill, starting off super hot this Street Slayer. And I mean, it was one of the saving graces last Street Slayer. Him and Caminator were, you know, shooting last map. So let's see if they can continue to trend here. 5-3 lead for YCP, and you know, Prisma kind of trying to go band for band with Goober right now. But we'll see how it is. Looks like he's getting really aggressive here. Ego challenge, maybe a little too much Sparkles for it, but Frash does have camo in the back of A, so we'll see if he can get anything rolling with this.
I'm going to have to see what the line over-under is for how many Kish Sooner chance we're going to get here in the next few games in this series, Burrito. But hopefully we're going to get at least one, because I would love to see it. However, so far, not the worst start from Oklahoma, if I'm being perfectly honest. Only down by 4 so far. However, a lot of that really is just Prisma putting the team of Oklahoma in his backpack, at least to start off with in this series. So Prisma to me is looking like the X factor that your college really need to shut down.
Yeah, and you know, like I said before, Prisma is one of those guys that's really dedicated to the game, dedicated to his team. And, you know, it's going to try to give them the best chance to win by doing whatever it takes. And he's definitely doing his best at the moment. The rest of the squad's just got to follow the lead here and kind of start collapsing on York a little bit more consistently. And Priz with a double kill there. Nice little flick. But we just need Halo Top and Sparkle Sport to kind of get on the same page here.
Man, it's 6 and 5 so far on the day, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I think Prisma just needs his team to fight around him just a little bit more to kind of give them that advantageous 2v1, maybe even like a 3v2 that he desperately needs in order to be able to activate the rest of this map, you know? So we'll see how it goes as the game progresses. Again, Oklahoma is really, despite everything that we've said so far, Burrito, they're really not that far behind your college. I mean, it's only 2 kills that separate the two. That's, in the grand scheme of things, that's really nothing, but they cannot let your college continue to trade them out like this. Halo Top 7 winning against Gooba, that is what you want to see. Winning this duel here would be huge, and of course, it's going to be Prisma taking on Frash, and Frash getting sent to the death screen, and I mean, now we're tied up 7-7, Burrito, and I don't know if Camel got burned or what, but Oklahoma are...
I'm pretty sure I heard Camo dissipate, so I think Camo is no longer in play. But if you are Oklahoma, you do take the lead, but they tied up extremely fast. But, you know, if you're Oklahoma, you're in a good spot relative to what we've been saying about, you know, losing the Chows and having your team on the same page. And there's a big 1v1 here, and Priz seems to have Nazcast's number right now. Like, Naz is sitting at 2 and 6. Blood does have 5 assists, so he's putting out damage, just not being able to hit the last shot. Shout out last shot. But looking like a big team fight here at B. So we're going to see who wins this one. OU with the 2-kill lead and putting a lot of damage on Nazcast again. And we are getting a Boomer Sooner chant from Naz, or not from Naz, from Kish. And it's a good win for OU. And Prisma is on a tear right now. 11-6 right now. Kind of carrying the Sooners on his back, or on his carriage, as they would say, with the mascot. So we'll see if he can keep up the trend and will them to victory.
York College are really trying to go up 2-0 in this series so far against Oklahoma, but Oklahoma are giving it all they got to try and tie up the series in this Game 2 Slayer, to try to turn the story around for them as best as they can. All getting kind of trapped in arcade as that plasma grenade went eerily close to the face, but Prisma not dying there is actually huge. But Fresh holding strong in driveway, waiting for Nazcast to follow up behind him. And once again, this kill lead is just really, neither team are really able to separate from the other, as we are about to cross another tie in this series, with Halo Top 7 going down and with Nazcast getting a double with the help from his teammate against Sparkles Fart. It looks like YCP are going to once again take the lead in this series. But I wonder, Burrito, how long is this going to last? Camo's up in 10.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, I feel like every time I say something negative about Nazcast, he just tries to prove me wrong, you know? My hate watching isn't doing too well. But, you know, it looks like Caminator is going to grab the camo here for YCP, which is big for them. Ooh. Instantly gets burned by a stick from Halo Top. So, I mean, these teams are neck and neck across the halfway point, and 2-kill lead for OU. And I mean, OU's just running around as a team, which is kind of what you want to do as in a Slayer. You know, you want to be together, you want to play for trades, you want to consistently output damage on the other team. And I feel like they're taking the steps they need to take to win this map.
Big push coming from Oklahoma on this arcade side. Can York College hold strong as they try to make the flood happen? Unfortunately, Tricolor Whale is going to go down relatively quickly from Crash. Crash trying to win this duel is not going to be able to do so. Halo Top 7 winning that pit. Very important that he do so. Caminator not going to get traded out either, and before Halo Top 7 can even get his shields back, he's going to get taken down. And oh no, Sparkles Fart gets wrapped around an arcade, taken down as well. The Shroud not going to be enough to save Tricolor Whale, as well as Crash takes him down 32-31. York College once again in the lead.
Yeah, YCP playing the break really well, playing the team fight really well, being able to reclaim the lead here. Are they going to be able to see this guy sneaking up top? Trash, and they don't. Thrash gets an easy backstab on Tricolor, gets repulsed out, trying to chow again, gets taken down. A nice double kill, maybe? Nope, you're getting chowed by 2. Princess trying to do his best to... Oh, I thought for sure he was going to get the pancake. Does not get the pancake, and it's a 4-kill lead for the York Spartans. And I want to shout out Caminator and Thrash, leading the way for the Spartans. And Nazcast for coming back from the 2-6 deficit, now sitting at 9-8. Way to go, buddy. I can't hate on you now. But Caminator and Thrash are, you know, doing their best, playing well for this team. And for the side of OU, you need Sparkles and Try to kind of get back involved with the team. And Priz with a big perfect on the Caminator, willing his team to stay in this game. 15-10 by Halo Top, also sitting at 10-9. This is a relatively close match for map 1.
Prisma is freaking nasty, Burrito. Like, every single time we're in a York College POV and it's Prisma on the other side, it gets sent straight to the death screen to think about his actions for the next 8 seconds. And it's, I mean, honestly, that fight over in Back Commando and Subway could have gone in the favor of Prisma had just one thing gone a little bit more right. But honestly, when you're getting attacked by 3 members of York College, he did the best he could there to try to do as much damage as he could. Just unfortunately couldn't turn any one of those into a trade. But camo is available for either team to scoop up if they want to. And Sparkle Spark getting a perfect on Gooba does mean that maybe his team is going to be set up to take it. But I think Tricolor Whale tried going for it but died. So I don't think any team has camo currently. As we're going to try to see if... what was that?
Brash had camo and he got burned, so camo is out for the rest of the game. So sliding out to driveway, probably getting a bad G slide there. So hopefully they can. It's tied 42-42. It's going to be a big team fight. YCP takes the lead. Sparkles Flirt carrying the game back up, trying to play his life, running away. Does not get away. Fresh hunts him down, middle of the map. So hopefully OU just needs one more big break here. Tied 44-44. No room for error here for the boys on either side. But Prisma 19-12, putting on an absolute clinic in this map too.
Do you feel that in your toes, Burrito? This is going to be the next team fight is more than likely going to win the game. It's tied 44-44. My fingers are clenching. My toes are clenching. Either team, anything can happen. We have Prisma on the flank. Nazca is taken down. They're all trapped here in Arcade. It isn't going to be a wipe. Brash trying to live for his life is taken down to no shields. Is going to get taken down by Tricolor Whale. 47-45, and Oklahoma might be able to seal the deal here. However, your college managed to slow things down for now. Nazca gets a perfect on Tricolor Whale, but Gooba goes down to Halo top 7. Caminator getting caught in Pillar, starts taking down Sparkle Spark with a perfect. It's going to be one more, not 49-48. Oklahoma just needs one more kill. He needs to stay alive. Prisma, can he do it for his team? Force to back away. It's not going to be this time around. However, it's so close. A teammate is going to set him back a little bit. He can't push. I don't know where that teammate came from. Look at you, Halo top 7. However, the grenade over appliance is going to set this entire attack behind. Has to slow down because this is neck and neck right now, Burrito. We're going to go all the way home here with this one if we absolutely can. Nazcat's trying to live in PD. The entirety of your college is holding over by A side. And then Prisma, you couldn't believe he could have written it better.
Who else but
Prisma
Priz?
gets the last one on Nazcat's and he goes down.
Who else but Prisma to ice the game for OU, dropping a 22 bomb in this map 2 Slayer. Who else but Priz? Put it on a shirt.
Was that just a fluke? Was that all Prisma and Halo top 7 doing the things that they needed to do to win for their team? Or is it going to come down to who's best at controlling the objectives? And we're tied 1-1 in this series so far. Burrito, take it away.
I mean, I feel like you got to play for this top mid control. I mean, both teams are slaying out right now, so it's going to be who can take the advantage in controlling this top mid portion of the map the most. And the trades are fairly even right now. 2 down for the side of YCP, looking like OU will get this camo here. So it's going to be interesting what they're going to do here with it. You know, camo in this game mode is super huge, especially being able to sneak into the back of their base, get control, as long as Prisma can hit the jump. He's looking like he's coming down from the game too high. So, absolutely gets naded out, almost dies with this camo. Looks like he's going to have some time left with this. Gonna jump right into 2 players, have 2 chasing him. They're not gonna let camo get away.
Big play for YCP, taking down Prisma himself. Unfortunate that he went up towards R3 as soon as Nazcaz was looking over mid. Just kind of one of those things that you wish weren't going to happen, but ends up happening regardless. Just not really much you can do in that kind of a situation. But we do have York College on the attack. They're moving into Oklahoma's base. 2 go down, maybe make it 3. Prisma holds strong in the back of the base, but maybe not for long as Crash is going to try to hunt him down. He is dropped to no shields. He is taken down. Prisma holds true, and Oklahoma are able to push out of their base towards the middle of the map. Caminator getting caught over in yellow corridor as well, and it looks like your college are going to be sent to the death screen and forced to walk as somebody gets a sneaky pull over in the back of Oklahoma's base.
I'm not sure what I gotta do with the quick recon, but I gotta get Priz some NIL with the Who Else But Priz shirt because he is absolutely on a tear this series. I mean, he's 3-3-3. I mean, starting off pretty hot the last 2 maps. Hopefully, you know, they can get this reset here. But YCP in good positions. Prismic does get the trade, and they are hopping on the read here for the side of OU, being able to get the read and get some damage on the map. So still at a stalemate here in this game 3, so it's going to be very interesting who draws first blood here. I think these teams are fairly even matched up at the moment.
The unsung hero of Tricolor Whale getting that return in mid was pretty crucial, actually. When that flag crosses the threshold of bottom mid, especially Burrito, it could be just a couple of kills away from being a cap for the other team, as your college is going to once again try to run this flag over towards Gen's side. And it looks like, let's see, it's 2-2 so far, and I think, yeah, this one went all the way over towards Gen, and this will be a cap for YCP. So YCP just sneak a flag all the way across Gen.
Yeah, Gooba kind of getting a little sneaky with it and being able to get the flag all the way through his base, even as the last one alive. Huge plays out of Goob. Let's see if they can play defense here and not allowed for the OU to get the counter cap, which is looking kind of hard here with Sparkles sitting in the blue base. Almost runs into a sticky nade. Gonna go for a pull, but doesn't know that Gooba is this car side.
Gooba trying to win the 1v1. Unfortunately, drop down to no shields. Is going to have to run this bottom mid, but here comes the back shots. Or Sparkles Fart. Sparkles Fart going to get taken down by none other than Nazcast, but Prisma is here as well. Takes down Nazcast for the trade, but now going to have to win this 1v1 against Caminator. Does not do so, as Caminator able to take him down, but very quickly Halo top 7 with the respawn is going to get this across the 10 to the, to the 5, but not going to be able to get it home, unfortunately. So it's going to sit in the goal line of Oklahoma's base, and it will be, yes, it will be Tricolor Whale. Who would have thought who's going to be able to get it across the goal line to score for Oklahoma 1-1 so far in this game, Burrito.
Yeah, but the problem is YCP's already counter-pulling. A lot of OUs coming to us spawn that fridge side, so it's going to be very hard for them to stop this flag here. But getting the slays here, 2 dead for the side of YCP. Getting damage on the last alive in Nazcast. It looks like Prisma is going to hop on the read here to kind of bring his team back. And Prisma with the nade on the Nazcast is going to get the read. All 3 freshly spawned players are in the back of blue base, and Prisma just turned into 2 of them. It's going to be a big fight here. Gets one. Getting damage on another one. Both are weak right there. Does not get the melee. Gets the nade, though, from the grave. And they're going to have shots on this guy mid. Nazcast in the open mid. Falls. 3 dead. 1 up. 1 up for the side of YCP. He's going to go fly this top mid. Can they read it? He does read it. Sparkles does read it. Does get the kill on the cam. Prisma is all over the map this series. And a lot of damage top mid. He's going to need some help here to clean up these kills. And he does.
Ooh.
He does. Prisma gets help from his teammates. They're going to walk in this flag. And it's going to be a 2-1 advantage for the side of OU. And I mean, OU is looking pretty good right now on this capture the flag.
I don't know about you, Burrito, but I'm starting to think a little bit about that college Halo lore when it comes to Oklahoma versus YCP and how confident Nazcast was about that 3-1 record that they used to have. And it started to be a little bit of a challenge for YCP. Fortunately for them, however, the kills are coming through. They're just not able to turn those into an advantage play, as Halo top 7 with the camo is going to be able to push through blue gen, and it will be YCP on the defense again. Nazcast is able to sniff him out, though, with a perfect on Halo top 7. Might get another one on Fresh. Fresh dropped down to no shield, but Caminator there with the assist is going to take down Halo top 7 and the threat of that camo, at least for now. But YCP still unable to move outside of their base. Fresh gets a beat down from Sparkles Fart, but gets traded out by Nazcast, who gets a double kill on the defense there. Tricolor Whale not able to win the 1v1 against Gooba, and it's momentarily 3 dead for Oklahoma, as YCP looks like they're going to try to make a push through yellow gen. 1 goes down, but it's Prisma on the defense, gets taken down by Gooba. That's 2 dead against 4 for YCP. YCP looking to try and push towards gen, but these grenades from Sparkles Fart keeping them back. Nazcast trying to win the duel there. That's a melee against the air Sparkles Fart. Not going to be able to get the win there, but unfortunately for Oklahoma, it does looks like YCP going to be able to move this across the 50-yard line. They're trying to get it towards the 10. They're able to move it past the 20. They have to get it past this gen corridor, but here is Sparkles Fart for the defense again, but he goes down bottom mid towards blue table, gets taken down, and I do believe that's 3 dead. That's 3 dead for YCP, and Tricolor Whale gets a pull to toss it out towards mid, and unfortunately the slide does mean Gooba's gonna have to run this all the way back towards the back of his base, but here comes Halo top 7 coming across the mid, gonna grab the flag, but Nazcast on the defense, and this is just a flag standoff, but we're fighting over in YCP's base. 3 go down for YCP, but Oklahoma 3 go down for them as well. The return coming in from Gooba. The return is there, and Caminator already on the return, but taking some damage going across the base. Nazcast taking down Tricolor Whale, finally clearing up the threat from mid, and there it is. After a long standoff, it's 2-2 for Oklahoma and YCP.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a very back and forth sequence under these 2 teams, kind of giving us, 2 heavyweights going at it. And I mean, it looks like the momentum is on the side of YCP, and I just want to point out, Nazcast is 25-12 at the moment, everybody. Holy cow, he is shooting this map. Maybe if I compliment him, he might hurt him a little bit worse, but that's just me hate watching, as everyone in the college Halo team will know. But But, you know, 2 good nades out of the side of YCP, 2 go down for the side of OU. You kind of need a big break here if you're the side of OU here, as you go 3 down, and you are just going to get absolutely swarmed here by these York Spartans.
Halo top 7 making an aggressive push into Gen. Did not know that there are 3 members of YCP hanging out over in the Gen side. The flag is going to get pulled, but here comes the defense for Oklahoma, and it looks like it's going to hold true as 3 go down for YCP. Nazcast is all that's left. He's trying to stay alive, making some moves over in Yellow Steps. Is going to finally get hunted down by Tricolor Whale, and it looks like this flag is going to get returned for now, but you're absolutely right. Nazcast is coming out guns blazing for York College Pennsylvania, and unfortunately Oklahoma's feeling the brunt of it. Despite Prisma and Sparklefox going for a combined 40 kills this game, it looks like YCP are going to be able to get another flag pulled towards this Gen side.
Yeah, I feel like NASCAR is trying to prove a point, saying that game 2 is a fluke, and you know he's trying to go absolutely as hard as he can to kind of prove that. You know, so looks like another flag cap out of the side of YCP, but they get the pull at the last second. Oh, but he's on the re, got caught on the ledge. Oh, one shot with the sliver. And he gets it. He gets a heat wave. We got a heat wave. That might be questionable in the Discord later, everybody. But both sides are being very aggressive, playing some good Halo at the moment. Very good capture the flag. I mean, both teams probably have more yards of offense than the Patriots did in the Super Bowl. But we'll see if OU can answer back with a 3rd score. If not, it's going to be very hard to come back from the 2-score deficit if they can't score. But hoping that they
can.
They certainly can. I mean, they've proved it. As long as Sparkles and Priz can get these slays again and have everyone kind of go with the flow and funnel it out. So let's see how it works. But as of right now, YCP getting very aggressive at the moment. And kind of playing a little bit slow, kind of playing for the trades. Has the heat wave going, got the base shot, trying to get another one, gets another one. Caminator with 2. A big 2-piece out of Caminator to kind of slow down this OU team. And I think they're going to play a little bit of time here because you do have 2 minutes left if you're the side of OU. And 2 minutes of capture the flag in Halo, that goes by very fast, especially when you're going back and forth like this. So we're going to see if OU can pull together a last-minute push here. Does get the kill, does get the trade out of Halo Top. Prisma does have camo, and maybe we can... I thought we were going to get a who else but Grizz moment, but Cam just has a little bit more health than Grizz wanted him to. And a good shots out of Goober right there across the map. Get with the wingman, Frash cleaning it up. I mean, Nazcast is putting on a clinic, and I mean, Caminator... Everyone on YCP is putting their 25% at the moment. We just need OG to get another round of slays before they can play some offense. But look at that. We're already down to a minute. A minute of time here, and they pull the flag. YCP does pull the flag here. They're just gonna. I think they're gonna play Slayer for the last minute of this game here to close out this game number 3, take a 2-1 lead here. Well, they're gonna run it. They're gonna run all the way through to try to take a 2-cap advantage, but you don't want to be too aggressive and give up your life here, which I think he's gonna get flanked here. Caminator does go down. Prince is on the read, giving OU another chance here. There's gonna be 2 here. Halo Top does fall to the grenade, so it looks like OU is gonna have maybe one more push here to tie up this game. If not, the game will go to YCP and they will take a 2-1 advantage. It's looking a little rough here for them, Rev.
Just a little bit, Burrito, but unfortunately, I don't think Oklahoma, short of a miracle, are going to be able to get a flag pull right now. I mean, Nazcast dropping a 30 bomb just by himself. But look at the rest of his team. Gooba and Caminator combined for 45 kills. And sure, yeah, Sparklefarts and Prisma are having an absolute day themselves. But look at this. The flag is already being pulled through the rest of the game. In the next 10 seconds, they're just going to seal the deal just for good measure. And 4 and 2 and York College are just going to seal the deal as we count down the rest of this game, Burrito. In a dominant fashion, York College go up once again in this series, bring us 2-1 as Oklahoma unfortunately gave it all they could, but at the end there, I think they just ran out of gas. I am putting all of my eggs in the basket for Oklahoma for our Game 5 dream, Burrito. And if you want to go there with me, awesome. We'll love to have you aboard. But if you guys want to stay on the Nazcast train, you're going to hope that York College seals the deal once and for all on this game number 4. Gooba is going to perfect Prisma on the opener there, but he's going to get quickly traded out by Oklahoma. And as we're going to start this recharge oddball map, I mean, all of my eyes are going to be on the battle between Nazgas and Prisma, Burrito.
I mean, first of all, I always love a Game 5, so I will never turn down the opportunity to watch a Game 5 because, as we talked about, competition, 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 that's the focal point of this year, right? So, always love a Game 5, if anything. But, you know, kind of curious to see which superstar we do get, and we have the camo on the side of OU. Try is going to get one. Going to have shots on the other. Hopefully he can get away with the camo. He does. But does he know that there's a pinch coming from the platform side? He does not, and Frash is able to get the two-piece, have the ball drop, and they're going to have a C set up here as long as they take care of the superstar. Oh, looking like prime Tom Brady in the window, in the pocket. Look at that. What a throw from Priz. And Gooba with the shock here. Hopefully he can get something going. Hits one body shot, misses another. Hopefully he can lock in here, but OU does have the C hold here, which is pretty huge for them. You know, good setup, but are they going to see him come from this double push from Blue Pipe? Sparkle's going to get one. Start putting damage on one. Does pick up Goob. Hopefully he can get the other. Does Taylor Top get the other? A lot of damage on, I think, Caminator gets him down. Frash is now also one shot. Hopefully he can stay alive, and YCP is going to have the A spawn here and ball control.
They are trying to stay alive with this hold in Whirlpool and Pipes. However, here comes the attack through Long Haul from Oklahoma. And it looks like the attack was successful, but gets traded out. Halo Top 7 trying to win the battle of bottom mid is going to nuke him with the grenade and take him down. That's 3 dead for YCP, which means Oklahoma are going to get themselves some ball time, and they're going to get the strong hold back in Red Pipes. So great play from Halo Top 7 to win that bottom mid fight.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a big hold from the side of OU. I mean, the more time you get here is going to be even larger. But playing the ball perfectly here, able to get the kill here too. So you play the ball and you play your life. It's absolutely huge on the side of Prisma. Hopefully Sparkles get this trade on Gooba. Goob does win the fight, but they still do not have the ball yet. Nazcaz just picks up the ball now. 2 are up for the side of OU. A third one just comes up. It's going to be a big fight here from the side of Goob, putting damage on around 2 players from OU here. So Naz can still hold on to this ball here. Looks like no one's going to be able to contest him on the A side. But Frash does fall in White Tower, so kind of hoping on Goop to play his life gold and the 2 players to play their life bottom A.
Naz with a big winning that double kill as well in bottom A is big for YCP. Not a whole lot of ball time. Has just been basically an extended Slayer match between these 2 teams, but they're trying to do what they can in order to get themselves maximum ball time. And sometimes, Burrito, it just comes down to winning these crucial slays, in order to be able to get these ball times. And it looks like Goob and Caminator are doing a great job on the cross, taking down Oklahoma, forcing them on these awkward C platform spawns and these back goal spawns. I don't know about you, Burrito, but when I play Halo online, I hate spawning back C when they're holding the ball in either goal or elevator. It just feels terrible, especially when you have somebody holding bat ledge, putting out all this damage on Oklahoma. And once again, 3 dead momentarily for Oklahoma as they look to try and reset, to restart this team fight, to try and get this push in towards elevator.
And we talked about before the map of which superstar we're going to get, and it looks like Naz is the superstar answering the call at the moment, with Prisma starting out the game pretty rough at 1 and 9 and 3 assists, so hopefully he can pick it up. He does have the most ball time for his team, but going to need him to up his kills in the slaying department if OU is to have a chance here. And it's looking like a very staggered push out of OU. Looking like a solo child out of Prisma here. Does get the kill on Caminator, so does have a sign of life out of OU. Big team fight. Nazcast does fall. Brash is going to fall next, top elevator.
Wow.
And Gooba is going to be the only one alive towards goal, so OU is going to have a good hold here in this A spawn.
Very impressive that Oklahoma were able to get that push into elevator despite Gooba being in glass. Usually any kind of push across a cat like that is going to be met with so much damage from Gooba, but unfortunately or at least fortunately for Oklahoma, they were able to go all the way into elevator and get a couple of crucial kills down there. We do get the camo popped as well, but the fight in Shroud is going to be a little complicated as it looks like, yes, Nazcaz is going to be able to live with that camo, which is huge for your college. Brash getting in the back. The Ninja actually on Sparkle's part would have loved to have seen that. Does get taken down in bottom mid elevator, but however, here comes Nazcaz with that camo, taking down Tricolor Whale over an elevator, and Halo Top trying to take him down as well. But unfortunately, just as soon as the hold was there for Oklahoma, it gets broken up by your college.
Yeah, and another big hold from your college in this ace one, but a big team fight out of OU, clearing out A. Gonna have another big hold here for the side of OU, but two do fall on the side of OU, so it's gonna be 2v4 here. So it's gonna be very tough. Hopefully they can play the ball here and not allow YCP to get another solidified hold into A. And it looks like they are playing the ball towards C. Gonna get the C hold here.
Play.
Absolutely huge for the side of OU. But can Sparkle Farts play his like maybe get a trade? Does not. 3 people in White Tower for the side of YCP. But OU's in a good spot to play this ball. And does play the ball. Tricolor is doing a great job making sure YCP does not get a solidified hold here in the C1. Ball is back in Bat's area. So with OU control in bat, so this is looking really good for OU. They just need to get another round of slaves and then should be able to get the rest of this ball time that they need.
Oh,
and Priz
no!
with a nice shot with the shock rifle, and it's gonna be 3v3 still for both teams. Tricolor with another win. Priz with another shot. Nazcaz looking a little bit like FaZe Clan with a 360 snipe, and somehow missing Goob's head. Kind of interesting here, but looking pretty good for the side of OU with under a minute left to go here in this round. If I'm OU, I'm going to try to play together with my teammates and make sure that we do not give YCP anything.
Definitely looking to play time is Oklahoma by the decision that they have not touched ball. They certainly have plenty of opportunities to do so, but 35 seconds remain on the board. But the lead is just not that big, and Nazcaz getting 2 huge grenades and red pipes. I wonder if Oklahoma are unfortunately going to feel the error of their decision to just play time, as it looks like your college is going to take the lead, and it looks like they have a very strong hold here in A, as Oklahoma once again going to have to make this very dangerous push across mid. Brash trying to stay alive over on set. Is he going to win this fight against Tricolor Whale, or is Tricolor Whale going to hold it through? He is not, unfortunately, going to go down just yet, as it looks like both players just get their shields reset, and it looks like Oklahoma managed to steal the ball. Highway robbery as they bring this towards back blue, and the seconds are counting down, and YCP had to make the push across mid in order to be able to put a stop to this, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it, Burrito. Prisma gets 2, YCP full 2, that's 3, the triple kill for Prisma, and they're just going to hold the ball here in back blue, and that is going to be round 1 for Oklahoma.
If I am YCP, I'm very upset that we just allowed OU to basically steal the ball like the Grinch and run away. That was the nightmare on Christmas, the way they stole the ball from them. But that was an absolute insane play out of OU. Extremely smart, showing off their game sense to just grab the ball, rotate, get away from where all of YCP is, and win the round. And I'm riding the momentum boost for the rest of this series, and it looks like Prisma is going to pick up the camo here, but he's the only one up for the side of OU and is able to burn it, which at the end of the day, you will take the camo not being in play 100%. You know, dealing with camo, especially on a ball, is extremely tedious. So, but YCP is going to be set up here in A. Looks like Nat's going to get a little overzealous with his challenge, loses his life, and then looks like all 4 is dead for the side of YCP, and OU's going to get a nice hold here. Looks like they're going to lean towards bats, and they're just going to hold A and gold here, trying to milk this time.
That was a great collapse from Oklahoma. I'm not sure who made the call to make that kind of a collapse, but Prisma's flank through bottom elevator was what really sealed the deal for that flank. They just could not hold an A, and as they were trying to make their way towards red pipes, they were just met with the rest of Oklahoma's team. Nazcaz getting himself a double kill, gets traded out by Halo Top 7, unfortunately. And it looks like this hold over in Glass is not going to be a hold for much longer, as Prisma is going to take down Frash, and now YCP managed to pick up the ball, but unfortunately is met with the fist of Halo Top 7. But they will get the hold in back red, as Sparkles Far trying to make a push through glass. Isn't going to make anything happen with it, though. But YCP has to be careful from the push coming in from Whirlpool. And it looks like they're able to take the ball and once again try to send this one out towards mid, resetting the map effectively. And we're going to follow Nazcast for a little bit as he has a shock rifle. Can he make anything happen with this? Sees Halo Top 7, lining it up, not quite hitting the head, but putting out some damage instead, getting some damage in return, forced to back off. And nice job by Halo Top 7. Good shots from him. But it looks like we're at a stalemate right now. Nazcast getting caught out in glass, and that will be 2 dead for YCP. And Oklahoma going to get this A hold. But little do they know that there's a wild Gooba hanging out in an elevator, gets finally taken down, but that ball did get played out towards Pit. Sparkle Spark gonna run down Frash, taking him down, but Caminator trying to live over in A-Cat, forced to drop down towards Pit. Oh, what? There's a little bit of a scrap going on here on Pit, and it looks like neither team is able to come away with it. Nazcast trying to win a fight over and get in triple stack, does get taken down, but there is a player covering him over in C Plat, and it's just constantly back and forth. I'm trying to hand it over to you, Burrito. I really am. Like, the pace of play is insane between these two teams.
I will say OU was able to burn that camo and did a really good job of keeping the white time there, so just burning a lot of the white time is also a good thing for OU, and it looks like they might be able to get a collapse here, but it looks like YCP is going to beat them to the C-Plat, and it's just trades on trades on trades. These teams are going blow for blow like a heavyweight title match, and it's just going to go down to the wire, I think. And we got a flank here coming out of Prisma, gets one, trying to get 2 on Caminator. Able to have Gooba play the ball here. It's huge. Is going to be able to get a second one. Does not get Caminator as well. Looks like Tricolor might be able to clean it up there. But we're going to hop on a Halo Top here. Hopping into these red pipes. Trying to get close to the ball here. Down by 8 right now. Both melee in the air. You guys are not going to get that lunge. That is insane. But Naz winning that fight in the red pipes. Try to fight 2 here. Trying to land nades. You have no more nades. Sparkle Fart's winning that one. 2 down for the side of YCP. And if you're OU, you gotta try to get some ball time here with 2.5 minutes left, down by 8, and they're gonna grab ball here. Hopefully, try to get this rotation in the goal. Does not seem to happen. And I think Shock will be up soon too. So you're gonna have to try to play for that if you are OU, because you're gonna need a spark here to get back into this game. Well, you are still in this game, but get back into the commanding position.
Sparkles Far winning the fight in Shroud. Gooba getting a grenade on Halo Top 7 to make sure that it's still an even game between these two teams. Tricolor Whale not winning the fight against Goob, but Sparkles Fart gets some help from Prisma. Ball does get reset. That grenade on Bat Ledge is going to prevent him from getting the ball right away. But they are going to grab the ball, and they are going to try to hold this in back gold. But they have to be careful because the attack from YCP is going to come straight into red pipes, and there it is. As soon as I say it, Gooba and Nas are going to push through red pipes, and they are going to have to play this ball towards mid. And they're going to have to try and get these slaves before they can get any more ball time. Great! Perfect! From Sparkles Fart getting himself that double kill from Gooba, and that's 3 men momentarily for YCP. And it will be Oklahoma taking advantage of this momentarily 3 dead for getting some ball time. And I mean, 1 minute and 50 seconds are all that's left, Burrito. This is going to go down to the wire. And once again, I think this game's going to end, unlike the last round, through time.
Yeah, and I mean, Halo Top and Tricolor are trying to do their best to redeem themselves from the last map, doing as much as they can. They basically won a 2v3 there in that gold, and another 2 go down for YCP. Gonna see the collapse on A soon. The fight going down top A, and they're really collapsing on this person elevator. So we're gonna have to see something come out of OU here. Priz is gonna try to cut off Goops. He doesn't play it. Catches the ball off the play, and is gonna have the setup in A here with 2 down for the side of YCP. And OU's in a really good position here to close out this round in this map. We'll see if they can hold here. It looks like they have the setup that we were talking about earlier that is a complete team to kind of break. Fighting Nazcast bottom A, gets the win there. 2 down for the side of YCP. This is going to be a huge fight here in A. He's going to rotate it. He's going to rotate it out of side of A. You have 84, you're at 84 seconds. You get the kill. I don't know if they're going to watch for this guy bottom white. He's going to be in bottom A. Does not get the kill. Caminator's going to have the ball. He's going to I think he's going to try to rotate it towards C here. But I think he's going to stay because Nazcast did win his one over there in red pipes. So we're going to have to do another A break out of the side of OU. And this is, as you said, this is going to go down to the wire.
It really is. 1 minute and 26 seconds are all that's left. However, we have a really strong hold for YCP in A. But here comes the attack coming from Oklahoma. We got 3 strong coming out of this Whirlpool Red Pipes area. We do have Tricolor Whale being the first one to go down. 2 go down for Oklahoma. Prisma trying to win despite him bottom mid. He does not, and that will be 4 dead for Oklahoma as YCP are going to get some ball time. And it's going to be one last push from Oklahoma. Otherwise, this round 2 is going to be all set and wrapped up in a nice little bow. And that will be Halo top 7 getting taken down. And I do believe YCP have done it. We're going to a round 3 in oddball recharge. Prisma trying to do what he can, get the double kill. However, it's all just Nazcaz by himself, holding strong with the help of Goob, and that will be YCP, but Halo top 7 is there. He gets taken down. Where's the ball? There it is. 3 more seconds, and I do think they've done it. Yes, they have. It will be YCP taking us to a round 3 in this oddball. Insane stuff.
Insane ending to that round. If you're OU, you're going to be a little heartbroken about that one, but you know you have them in a good spot. I mean, you just really have to stop giving Nazcaz so much dope with these challenges. I mean, he's having an absolute series, and you're just giving him free dope with the triple kill. And camo, triple kill and camo for Nazcaz. He's not going to get the overkill as Halo Top was hiding in C-flat, and I don't think he's going to be able to get this kill here. Nazcaz going to play his life with that camo, knowing how detrimental that is for this round 3 in oddball. It's going to be absolutely insane. You just need your superstar in Prisma to show up if you're OU, and you're just going to need to play together here. You got to get those team fights to go your way this time around. You kind of missed out on a couple of them last round, so as long as you can flip those, you'd be in a pretty good spot. And as we talked about, 3 down for the side of YCP, but also 2 down for the side of OU. And we're hopping on Frask, getting the cross-map kill with the Carbine on Prisma, putting down some real damage with that thing.
The Carbine at long range is absolutely devastating. The quick trigger pulls, the easy damage from the Carbine is just not to be trifled with, honestly. And unfortunately for Oklahoma, they are feeling the brunt of that, as you can see on the screen. And YCP have this really good hold here in gold, but they've given up so much map control to Oklahoma. They really can just push from wherever they want to. They can push from glass, they can push from red pipes, they can even push from gold steps or bat ledge if they really wanted to, but for right now, they are going to be kind of held to this red pipes area. Halo top 7 making a strong concerted push. Unfortunately, getting taken down by Nazcaz, who is almost dropping 40 in this oddball recharge map. Sparkle's Fart going to trade Gooba, but Nazcaz with that grapple hook is being very, very quick to try to get some ball time. Prisma taking some shots over in Whirlpool, unfortunately forced to hold off. But Nazcaz holding strong for his team in gold pipes will do so. And here comes the rest of the team. Nazcaz taking out Tricolor Well. And it looks like Halo top 7 going to be taken down by the rest of the squad. Nazcaz taking down the heart and soul of Oklahoma. And that's 3 dead once again. YCP up 40 seconds with this fall. And I don't know if Oklahoma have enough left in the tank to stop this onslaught from YCP, led by Nazcaz.
I mean, just from what I'm seeing from Nazcaz, he's just in the power position, just holding it down for his boys in A. Look at that, just cross-mapping perfect kills. He's in absolute flow right now, and just knowing him, as soon as he gets in that flow, it's very hard for him to stop. So this is exactly the position you want to be in if you're YCP. You have the hold, you have your captain and Nazcaz going absolutely feral, and he's just popping shots and getting assist, damage on damage. He's doing everything he can to will his team to victory right now, and just he's just kind of being the front man. He's like, let me worry about first contact, let me pepper damage, you guys just worry about the ball play, you flow state. Just making it easy for the rest of the guys on YCP. And if you're on the side of OU, this is absolutely devastating after the first 2 rounds that you had. It's just kind of hard to get a flow when you're going against such a team that is so well coordinated and so well put together as YCP is playing right now.
YCP are playing lights out with their captain at the helm. Nazcaz doing what he can, putting some great damage, taking down Prisma. Prisma trying to do what he can, and overall, the entire team of Oklahoma playing extremely well. But it's that X factor that we've been talking about, Burrito. That X factor in Nazcaz, as he's 44 kills, 14 assists so far in this game, and that's going to be wrapped. We don't get a game 5, we just get 4 games, Burrito. But it was a great 4th game to watch all the way through, and York College of Pennsylvania are going to win their second series of the night. And unfortunately for Oklahoma, it looks like history once again repeats itself as they go down in the overall league stats, match history against York College. So no Sooner chance, unfortunately, from Kish, but I still think that was a great series to watch, Burrito.